Data, as you've probably heard, is the new oil. Data is also the new asbestos. The more you have, the more toxic it can be. You have to manage it, it creates a security risk, and this is the start of a structural change in the way companies are going to think about data security long term.
Concentric was born out of numerous conversations we had with security professionals where discovering and protecting their business critical content kept coming up as a huge security challenge. We would hear about a plethora of unstructured data that they deemed high-value assets, from contracts to design documents to trading data to source code, that they really had very limited visibility into, and even less of an idea of what exposure there was to that data. This data was everywhere, on premises as well as in the cloud.
The problem is large amounts of business data that's unstructured and is stored across multiple cloud environments. And it's difficult these days because the data doesn't lend itself to predetermined rules or patterns. So we needed an intelligent method to go in and find this data and properly categorize it. One problem was looking at the risk involved in all these unstructured data repositories, finding the risky sharing that was going on. It's easy to look at the permissions that are there, but that doesn't necessarily tell us which documents are shared inappropriately, and that's what takes some real intelligence. And at a scale of tens of thousands of documents, it's not a human scale problem. When I first met Concentric, they had a really interesting value proposition, a unique approach to identifying our critical business data that was unstructured and stored in multiple cloud repositories. So they came in and showed us a demo. I really thought it was interesting. So we decided to give it a shot, and we connected it into one of our cloud repositories. They scanned that information and were quickly able to start to categorize that in an intelligent way without us having to use any kind of regex patterns.
The Concentric product uses deep learning to develop a semantic-based understanding of each document by analyzing content and context, and uses that to build a thematic category-based view into all your data. We can then surface high-risk data without relying on rules or complex policies. With this information, we can take automated action to fix these issues and reduce the risk associated with business critical content.
It's been a pleasure to be an investor in Concentric, to watch the velocity with which Karthik has built the team, grown the product, and is now already in market solving a real problem. I believe this problem of data security is going to apply to every enterprise on the planet, and Concentric can help solve that.